Gather close once more, my kin, for the tale moves into the dawn of his strength. Not the strength of warriors or mystics, but the quiet strength that rises only when a soul refuses to surrender. After the storm night, when his memories first stirred, the clan watched him with new caution, as though a hidden fire glowed inside him, and any careless wind might fan it wild. But the boy did not retreat into silence or rage. Instead he rose each morning before the sun's climb, slipping down the narrow stone paths, while the canyon still held the blue-gray hush of pre-dawn. He carried with him a small satchel of seeds, the hardy kind our people save for seasons of uncertainty, and wandered toward the broken outskirts, where the wind carved its long morning song through hollowed stone. Danger or solitude too deep, but what they found was gentler than fear could imagine. He knelt at the base of a cracked stone outcrop, where the soil was nearly dust, and pressed each seed into the ground with slow care, as if each one were a hope he refused to let die. He whispered to them the way Twi'lek farmers have whispered for ages: grow if you can, rest if you must, but do not give up. For a child carrying the legacy of Sith cruelty, for a child marked by pain not of his choosing, this was the first spark of a courage deeper than any weapon he would later hold. He tended those seeds every day, carrying water in old clay jars, even when the sun beat hard enough to strip the moisture from breath. And though many seeds slept untouched in the soil, a few dared to sprout, thin shoots trembling in the hot wind, echoing the boy's own fragile resilience. The clan saw it, and something softened in them. Not fear now, but reverence. For a child who chooses life in the shadow of remembered suffering is a child guided by the Force in its truest, quietest form. One day while he watered his small garden, a wounded rill hopper limped from the canyon shadows, its leg torn, its wings shaking. The creature is skittish at the best of times, but it crept toward him without fear. He extended a steady hand, and the rill hopper rested its head against his palm, as though trusting him was the most natural thing in the galaxy. He carried it back to the village, wrapped gently in his tunic, and worked beside the healers through the night. Even though his right arm trembled, as it often did when the old pain returned, he did not falter. The healers later said that they felt the Force stirring around him, not in a blaze of lightning or fury, but in a soft warmth that guided his hands and calmed the creature's breath. This moment too my ancestors preserved, For it was the first proof that he would not be twisted by the shadows awakening within him. He met them with gentleness, and in that choice found a strength greater than the one bred into him by Sith cruelty. The elders spoke long that night. They knew a destiny clung to the boy, a path no ordinary life could hold. Yet they also whispered their hope that whatever future claimed him, it would not steal this kindness that grew in him like those fragile shoots in the sand. So we sing of the first sparks of his courage, the courage not to fight, but to heal, the courage not to fear what he carried, but to choose what he would become. Long before the galaxy ever learned his name. Remember this, children of the canyon wind. True courage is quiet at its beginning. It is a seed pressed into impossible soil, waiting for a heart strong enough to help